Hi, I'm Angie. I want to welcome you to National Indoor RV Centers, where we specialize in the sales, storage, service, and detailing of only high-end new and used coaches. So basically, we do it all. Hi, I'm Angie with National Indoor RV Centers, and today I am so excited to show you the all-new 2022 Winnebago Ekko. Today's video will be a little bit different than my normal videos. I've been lucky enough to get to walk through a prototype today that we won't be able to test drive. You can look forward to my video this summer where I will do a test drive. This is going to take you off the grid so you can be on your own, national park or wherever you are. And the only thing that you can hear is the sound of your own Ekko. So I think that's really cool. Winnebago made the Ekko really from the voice of the customer. It has a B footprint, but they wanted it to have a few more amenities, a little bit more storage on the outside, a little bit more space on the inside, a more user-friendly bathroom, more insulation. So that's what you get. So this is classified as a C, but really kind of looks like a B when you just eyeball it. The Ekko sits on the Ford Transit all-wheel drive chassis, has a 3.5 liter V6 EcoBoost gas engine. The Ford Transit gives you many of the features that you would expect to have in a luxury car. So they packed it full of safety features. First of all, you've got adaptive cruise control. You've got a lane keeping assist. You have pre-collision emergency braking. You have driver alert and blind spot monitoring, to name a few. So one of the first things that I noticed when I saw the Ekko is how tall it was. So the exterior height is 10.6, the interior height is 6'8". So for my taller customers, you're gonna love this because you're gonna be able to stand up fully inside this coach. Now, so we go from the top, we have the optional storage rack on top, then we've got our marker lights. Come down, we see our little Winnebago. I always like to point that out. Then we've got our windshield. The top center of the windshield, you'll see a little triangle in there. That's going to be your camera for adaptive cruise control, driver alert. We've got our windshield wipers. So these are rain sensing windshield wipers. So you just put them in the auto mode and they'll come on when they sense rain. Another cool thing about the windshield wipers is when they activate, they also turn on your headlights. So that's pretty cool. Another safety feature that Winnebago has given us. And then we come down, we've got HID headlights that are also automatic. And then we've got our fog lights below. All right, so under the hood, let's go over what we've got here. We've got our coolant fill here and our brake fluid fill here. We've got our chassis fuses, and then we've got our positive connection here and then our negative over here to jump your batteries. We've got our oil fill here and our dipstick here. And we've got our air intake and our windshield wiper fill. We have our antenna for the radio. We have our standard black aluminum wheels. Our exterior mirrors are internally controlled and heated. We also have our marker lights and our turn signal in the mirror. Before we go any further, I want to make sure I mention that this is a prototype on the Ekko. So when this actually comes out, there may be some changes, a few little details that might be different. So I just want to bring that to your attention. One of those details is we've got this aluminum here that is on all four corners of the coach. This is extruded aluminum by Winnebago. If you go and check out my Winnebago factory video, you'll see where this takes place. It's really cool. But this actually, when it comes to production, I think it will be a matte black. So just one of the differences you may notice when you see the product that actually hits the ground. Now, we also have the Winnebago running board. This is also made by Winnebago. They even have the little W in there, love that. And we've got the G-rings on the front and the back. So if you want to tether your pet to it or a bike or something that you're leaving out of the campground, that's where you can do that, and that's super nice that you have that. Also, this aluminum that's on all four corners, that's going to protect your coach. Typically, that's where you may ding it, and you're probably gonna take this off-road, so just a little added feature they've given you. One of your first impressions when you go into an Ekko is gonna be opening the door. and it is nice and sturdy. Even the way that it locks into place, it is not going to be, it's not flimsy. You really have to kind of, you know, use your weight to open that up, back up. Love that, but I even love the screen door even more. Check out this screen door. You're going to have to come in and get a little bit closer here. So it's not really screen material, it's wire mesh, and it's lockable. So what I like about that, let's say that you're camping in Alaska. Okay, we all know that there's, you know, a real threat of bears there, and you want to have, you know, the breeze, the open air, but you still want to be protected. You can lock your screen door. I love that. Another thing I like about this door, first of all, again, you can just feel how strong that is. It's not flimsy like most doors that you see on the inside of an RV. A lot of times you'll have issues with that little latch breaking. Well, this magnets to the door. So it can go in as one piece, opens up nice and strong. You've got your locking screen door, and you can lock that into place as well. Just nice and strong and made by Winnebago. So here's one of the features that I'm super excited to show you. First of all, we've got a new little latching mechanism here for our door, but it's what's behind the door that I'm so excited to show you. So open this up, that's just gonna latch right into here. Now, as I do this, I want you to notice how thick this is. This is the actual cutout of this wall. So this is the thickness of the wall. You've got that much insulation in there, and it's the exact cutout on the Winnebago CNC router, so it fits perfectly. And then we've got our external kitchen. So I'm guessing if you are buying an Ekko, you want to be outside. You want to be outside cooking breakfast with the sunrise and outside cooking dinner with the sunset underneath the arches in Moab. So you're going to be able to do it with the Ekko because we've got this really cool kitchen here. So you're just going to push the yellow tabs out. And then you're going to push the yellow tabs, the upper tabs out. You've got your outdoor refrigerator freezer, so you can store all your cold goods out here. You can set the temperature over here. And then if you don't need that out at the moment, you can just push those to the outside, push that in. Now you can stand right here, cook your food. And there's one more really cool feature. So, probably wondering how you're going to clean up or get your water. Well, we can do that for you here. So, you've got a quick connect here for your water. So, you're going to just plug that in. You've got your cold and your hot, and then you've got your faucet for your water. You're going to bring up your little now this can be your cutting board or your sink. You're just going to push it in here, push it through. You've got a little drain, and now you've got water to your sink. How cool is that? Love it. Winnebago has thought of everything. So you've got hooks here. You can hang a garbage, a hot pad, tools right there. So cooking tools, that's nice. Now, you got to just put that away. Just push that sink back together and you can make it flat. Right here, you've got the gas line for your propane. So that's going to come straight from here up to here to your stove. Right inside your kitchen compartment, you've got your low point drain for winterizing your coach. So I want to talk about these latches that you have on your kitchen door. Now they are going to, when you turn them, you can see that they will close the door, but then they kind of suck it in so it's a nice and tight seal. You can also lock these. So you can show you how I shut it here. And then nice, tight, securely shut. We have the dual paned tinted acrylic windows throughout the coach. Another huge insulating factor for this coach. So let's say I'm out here cooking breakfast, but it's a nice warm morning and I want a little shade. Super easy. All I have to do is reach inside my door here, hit the button once for the awning to come out. If it's at nighttime, We've got LED lights across the awning, so it'll give you a little nice lighting here as well. All right, so look at how nice and big this awning is. You're gonna get a lot of shade, plus you can just flip on the awning light. Next to the sink, we've got our cable connect and our 112 outlet, two 110 outlets. We have our Truma AquaGo. This is our water heater, on-demand hot water for the coach. It's very easy to service. Just remove the panel here and turn it on here. Release the pressure here, open this up, and then a little capsule will come out. That's what you put your calcium deposits in. And this is also where you can drain the tank to winterize. All right, we've got our first compartment here. Now we've got our two 5-gallon propane tanks, and they're removable. So you want to refill them or get a new one from the grocery store, you can easily just take that out, take it, get a refill, and bring it on back. You can also carry extra tanks with you in the gear garage. So if you're going on an extra long trip, you want to have extra propane, put it in the gear garage. And speaking of the gear garage, I know you've all been waiting for this. So look how big of a space that is. We have our Molle panel here, so M-O-L-L-E. This is a standardized rack that they use in the military. So if you Google it or go to Amazon, there are hundreds of different attachments that you can use. And each door is rated up to 50 pounds. So you can have 50 pounds of weight on this door, no problem. But check out all that space. And I want to note that as I'm loading my gear into the gear garage, if it's pouring rain, I've got the awning out, I'm still protected. All right, so you've got 3 big doors to get all your gear into the gear garage. So if you're putting bikes in there, if you need to access it from the center of the gear garage. All right, so we can go center here. And it's gonna stay up all on its own. Again, you've got more protection from the rain. But look, you can get to the whole compartment from here. And then one more huge door. So this is super nice. You've got 110 outlets on both ends too. And you've got your 12-volt outlet. You've got push button lights. You've got your L-track with the rings on it so that you can tie things down all along the top, both sides, and all along the bottom. So key features to the gear garage, it's heated. It's also this wall and your top wall are steel back. So if you want to attach cords, whatever, to this, you can do it. You've got the support behind the wall, the ceiling, and this wall. Not only is this heated, it's also locked. So you can lock all 3 compartments. That's really important because I know how much the gear costs if you're rock climbing or if you've got mountain bikes, super expensive. You can safely lock them away in here. All right, we've got our marker light on the rear side of the passenger side of the coach. And then when we come around the back, we've got our marker lights that are nice and high on the rear of the coach. We've got our ladder, which will support up to 225 pounds. And then here on the bumper, which is really cool, this is our blind spot monitoring sensor here on both sides of the bumper, something that Winnebago has put into this coach. Make sure you notice this extruded aluminum all the way around the exterior box of the coach, so that's going to give you extra rigidity and protection. Then we've got this steel bumper here. We've got a 5,000-pound hitch with a 7-way light plug. We have the LED brake lights. So we've got our marker lights across the top. Then in the center top, we've got our rear view camera. Now straight above that, you're going to be able to see the AC unit for the coach. So just to the left of the AC unit, you've got your over-the-air antenna, and then you'll have your roof access port. So any satellite system or additional things you want to add to the roof, you could do it through that port. The Ekko comes standard with 3 solar panels, which equals 455 watts of solar power. You can option in a roof rack. This Ekko has 4 crossbars, so you have 40 pounds on each crossbar, equals 160 pounds of weight. All right, and here is our wet bay, which I love because look, I'm standing. It's right at like eye level. I love that. You don't have to like get down on your hands and knees to do all the dirty work. So I really like that. First of all, we'll start top to bottom. So we've got a light in here. That's really nice, especially if you're hooking up or disconnecting everything at night. You got nice light here. This is your gravity fill. So I'm imagining if you have an Ekko that you're gonna go off the grid and you may be dry camping. So if you want to gravity fill water into here, you can do that right there. If you want to sanitize your tank, you can do that through there as well. This is your external shower. I'm guessing this will get used a lot too. So you've got hot and cold, so you can just connect that really easily right there for an outdoor shower. Then we've got our city water fill, and this is going to tell you all the different directions if you're dry camping, city water, winterizing, sanitizing, or a power fill tank. And you've got your water pump here, your light switch here, your satellite and cable inputs, and then we've got down here, our freshwater drains are located here. We've got a little spot to hold a towel here and here, which I love this. And then we've got the gray waste tank drain here. So you can just connect here and run it through the hole there. Really easy to connect everything here. We've got a 51-gallon gray tank and a 50-gallon freshwater tank. And then we've got our Molly panel in case we need to hang anything on this door. Here we have a vent for our gray tank. We've got our 30-amp shore power cord hookup, and we have our Truma Vario heat exhaust. All right, so now we're to our cassette tank, 5-gallon. So we're just going to lift the blue lever and pull that out. And remember, we've got our, we can just, you know, wheel it wherever we need to wheel it to go and dispose of it. So you can turn this to adjust to empty your tank, however it works best. And then we've got a little spot here. We can open this here if we want to add like microblaze. If you want to know what that is, check out my RVing 101 series. And basically it's a microbe that will make everything in here liquid. So it's a good thing. All right, right below our cassette tank, we've got our 2800 watt quiet gas generator. This meets or exceeds all national park standards. All right, in our last compartment here, we have our lithium battery. So we have one lithium battery that will provide 350 amp hours. Now you have an option where you can add a second lithium battery, and that will provide basically approximately with one lithium battery, you can run your AC for an hour and a half to 2 hours approximately. With the second lithium battery, you can double that time. If you do decide to add the optional lithium battery, that does delete the generator, so just something to take into consideration. We also have our 2000 watt inverter in here, and we've got our disconnect for our inverter. So if we are not lucky enough to have you as one of our storage customers at National Indoor RV Centers, where we keep all of our coaches plugged into 30 or 50 amp service at all times, then you'll want to make sure you turn that off when you go to store your coach so you don't have any parasitic draw. So now you're probably wondering how you fill the gas tank. Well, you open the driver's side door here. Right inside here is the gas fill. Now typically the Transit comes with the 26-gallon tank. Winnebago orders their Transits for the 31-gallon fuel tank. So that's huge, gives you an extra 5 gallons on your trip. All right, so I saved the best for last. So I'm going to show you now the Batwing Awning that is sourced from South Africa. So it's made with a highly sun-resistant fabric on the awning, and it's really cool. Let me show you how easy it is to put out. So you're just going to unzip each side, and then you're just going to walk it around. And then when you get to the back here, you take this little lever here, you're gonna put it almost flat, and it just hooks right in. All right, so just tighten it up here, and then look at all the extra outdoor living space that you have. So I know when you buy the Ekko, you're ready to take it off the grid, you're really ready to really enjoy the outdoors. This gives you a lot more shade and ability to sit outside and be comfortable and enjoy the outdoors. All right, another huge bonus to this shade is that there's a Velcro that lines the whole top of the awning. So if you want to add a screened in room, you've got your shower here, or screened in privacy, you can do that. So it gives you a lot of options. If it happens to be a little bit windy outside and you want a little extra support, you can just unscrew this leg here, which extends. And so you can use the leg, and then you've got tie down supports on each corner. I can't wait to show you the inside. Let's go ahead and head in. Now we've got the steps extended. There's a button right inside the door. Once you're camping, you don't want that step to go in and out every time you open the door, so you'll just want to turn that off. So I'll show you that button right inside here. And we also have the button for our patio light here. So you can turn that on or off if you're outside cooking. You've got some nice light. All right, finally to the interior. There's so much to show in here. First of all, I just want to point out the obvious, like, look how much space there is between my head and the ceiling. It's so tall in here. So 6 feet 8 inches, really great feature of the Ekko. Now another great feature is that we have lots of storage in here. So I'll just start in this compartment here and we'll just kind of work our way around. So nice, tall, deep storage compartment here. Remember that all cabinets in Winnebago products are backed by steel, so it's nice and sturdy. Then we've got our 12-volt outlet here, 2 USB charging ports, and 2 110 outlets. Then we go into this nice big storage here, and we've got our thermal insulator, basically our privacy curtain for the cab that I've got tucked away in here, and I'll show you how that sets in just a little bit. But it's nice and cozy, but we've got a nice little spot for it there. A little cargo net to catch anything. This Ekko is equipped with the optional entertainment center. When you option that in, you get the 24-inch TV with the sound bar and Blu-ray DVD player by Sony. Then we have another big storage compartment. Also back here we have an available 110 outlet. We have our cable input, HDMI input, and just lots of extra space. Did I mention that you have plenty of outlets in the Ekko? So as we come over here, we've got our light for our cab, and then we've got 2 110 outlets, another 12-volt outlet, and 2 more USB charging ports. So here we have kind of the control panel, or one of them, for the Ekko. So this is the on and off for our inverter. And then we've got our solar charge controller. That's for our 455 watts of solar panel. And this is going to give us information about our coach battery. So we can see what our coach battery is right here. Very accurate readings. And then our tank levels. So this will go down to like 1%. So you can see we're at 3% fresh, 3% gray. Generator, we can turn it on and off from here. And we can turn our water pump on and off from here. All right, so I've rotated around the captain and co-captain's chairs. You can see that they come with a little cushion that you can hook to the back of the chair so that you actually have the right raise in the seat. Otherwise your feet would kind of be hanging out straight. So it makes it nice and comfortable. Then we've got the lagoon table here. So you can make that the perfect height for your guest or your passenger here in the co-captain seat. We also have another table option here, which is really nice. Just snaps right up. So you could use that as an office. You can use it from the 2 jump seats here. And then if you just want to put it away, you just lift and it slides right back down. So I love that it stores easily, out of the way, not in the way of the 2 jump seat chairs. Makes it really nice. Now this lagoon table is kind of cool because it can be obviously here for the passenger, or you could use it for dinner, but you can also use this to extend your kitchen countertop. So you just pull this lever here and then lift the table up, get it even with the counter. Hey, pretty good. First try. But that will give you, extend that counter space, which is nice because you don't have a ton of counter space, but I like that Winnebago, not only have they given you the sink cover here, which extends your counter space, you can also, if you're not, happen to be cooking outside, you can use this as your counter space. Otherwise you've got your propane cooktop stove here, residential faucet, 1 bowl stainless steel sink, and one of the things I really like, because again, about the Ekko, I want to be outside. I want to feel like I'm outside even when I'm inside. So I can easily open the doors. Now you're going to push these buttons in at the bottom, and then you can extend that window all the way out. So nice, have fresh air while you're in here cooking, and then when you want to shut it, you just lift and lower and then bring it back and lock it in. Really easy. We've got the push button lights here and another one here over the cooktop. Check out the storage we have above, and again, those magnet to the top of the ceiling, so they're not going to fall back on you, and you can get them completely out of your way, and it's a strong magnet. We've got our microwave here, and then let's look at their storage below. First of all, we've got the 2 110 outlets. And lots of storage here underneath the sink. Really impressed with the amount of storage that they've given us, and another 2 110 outlets here. Like I said, you shouldn't have a problem finding an outlet in the Ekko. One more cabinet here, so you could use this as your pantry, adjustable shelves, really nice and fairly deep. And then what I really like is this refrigerator. It kind of just blends in. I didn't even realize it was a refrigerator at first. So we had 12-volt compressor refrigerator, very efficient. And we've got the freezer portion. So you've got this freezer and refrigerator inside, and then the one outside. So really, I'm impressed with how much food you can get in this. And I love how they made it high and long. Again, it's right where I want it to be at eye level versus having to get down on my knees and trying to figure out, how to get food in and out. Now, right below the refrigerator, we have our fuse panel and breaker box, and we have our carbon monoxide and propane detector here. Up on the ceiling, we've got our smoke detector. We also have a fire extinguisher right when you walk in the front door. So again, safety features throughout the coach, and we have a fan right above the kitchen living room area. So you get the 2 jump seats here in the Ekko. So you've got the 3-point harness, and you have child tether on both seats. To access that, you're just going to pop off this bottom cushion, and it's right back underneath basically the backrest, but you can access that there. So nice for those families that have small kids that want to take them with them and be safe. They can do that easily. Then love the windows because we can bring that outside in. That's the whole reason we're camping. Just push those open. Now if I want to have my screen, it's that easy. You don't have to mess around with anything. And if you don't want to look through the screen, if you just want to open like that, or once you've closed it, again, you're just going to push up. Now, if I want my privacy at night, it's just that easy. And we've got the push button light right above the 2 seats, and we've got our Ram truck, so we can add whatever miscellaneous little items we want to add to that. We can get off of Amazon. As we head into the bathroom, I want to point out that we have another little W decorative hook. I love those. And what I really love is this bathroom. You're going to be amazed, amazed, amazed. Okay, look at how much room I have. Holy cow. I'm in a Class C that kind of looks like a Class B, and I've got room to walk around, to turn around. I've got a mirror, residential faucet and sink, another W for my hand towel, and I've got a little medicine cabinet here. Again, that's going to magnet right up there, so I can get all my things out of there without having to hold that cabinet door. We've got our cassette toilet, and that does swivel, so you can make that, give yourself a little bit more leg room. You've got the button here that's going to add water to the toilet. toilet paper holder, 2 110 outlets, and then you've got the little lever here which opens the valve for the toilet to work. And we've got our drain, because guess what, folks? This isn't it. Now I got to show you the shower portion. So this is what I think is so cool. So now you just grab here. Voila. Now I have a shower. Now check this out. Again, I can move in the shower. I can turn all the way around, not touch the wall, and not touch the ceiling. So lots of room. I've got my little shower curtain here, so I can just have the privacy there and keep the water in the shower. And then I can just hold that back when I'm done. We have the Oxygenics shower head. So this is great for a couple reasons. It gives you, uses less water, but gives you more water pressure. And then you can turn it on and off right here at the shower head. So if you want to do like a military shower to kind of save water if you're dry camping, this is the way to go. And then it just hooks right in there. And you've even got a little ledge there where you could shave your legs, ladies, but I'm just wowed by the size of this shower. Actually a usable, functional shower in a very small Class C. Before we head into the bedroom, I want to go over these items right here. So we have our thermistor, which is going to communicate with the thermostat to keep this temperature inside the coach nice and comfortable. Then we have our Truma control panel. That's for our on-demand hot water or continuous hot water, and our furnace. So just push the button here. We have our motorhome, so we can set the furnace, or we can just keep it off. Then we can jump over to our water. We can have that in off mode, eco, or comfort, so that's basically high and low mode. And then we've got our fan. We can vent that or have it off. Here we can set it for when we want it to run. Then we have our clock, so we can set that. And then we have different settings that we can customize here. Then we've got our thermostat for our AC, which is our Coleman Mach 10 quiet ducted AC unit. And then we've got our light for our bathroom. Then right around the corner, we've got the light for the bedroom area. We just have a small step up here. Now I have lots to show you here. So we have storage. Let's go over storage first. So nice big storage area there. And on this side, and we have drawer storage, full extension there on both sides. And now there's even more storage. So to make this a little bit easier for me, I'm just going to open that door, but we're going to lift up the mattress. Check this out. So now that's another way that you can get into your wardrobe here from under the mattress. You also get into that drawer here. Now when I open that drawer, you can see your fresh water tank. So that's kind of cool. And then I'm going to shut that. And we've got the same thing over here. So again, easy way to get to that wardrobe. See the rest of our 50-gallon freshwater tank, and another little cubby back there for storage items. So if you have something that you want to keep safe, you might want to just put it back in there. Now we've got our privacy drape here. So if we've got guests, we can have a little privacy, change our clothes, get ready, go to bed, keep things quiet. Got nice big windows back here, so again, I think that makes it feel like it's, you know, big and open. I also want to point out when I lift this mattress that we have like the little spring system for the mattress to give us that extra cushion. Now these cushions are amazing. So it's kind of like a memory mattress, but it's unique to Winnebago, and it's called Win Sleep. Can't tell you how comfy these are. I'm ready to take a nap. That's how comfy they are. Really love that. And so you've got 2 twin beds, which is really nice. Someone needs to get up in the middle of the night to go use the restroom. They don't have to wake up the other person. So I like that. Then you can use this extra mattress, which you were going to bring in to make a full bed here. But you can use that as a table or a working area. But if you want to make it as a full bed, you're just going to bring that over, fold it over, and then just drop it down into this section here. And you've got a nice, big, full, comfy, really comfy bed. All right, so now if we want to go back to the twin bed or get to our storage above there, super easy. Just kind of lift it up and flip it, and it goes right back into place, becomes your little table. So now you can get to your storage. Again, that's going to magnet right up there. You've got some nice storage in here. You've got 12-volt and USB chargers, 2 110 outlets. You have a little area where you can pass through a cord here if you need to. And then we've got privacy curtain here. And we've got the 12-volt, 2 110 outlets and 2 USB outlets. And then right up here is our roof access port. We have the blackout curtain for the front cab. It just has a Velcro strip around it that will go around the windows. So if you want to use those front captain, co-captain seats as part of your house and then black out the windows, you can easily use that. And if you want to have a little TV entertainment at night or during the day, you've got your cable input here and 2 110 outlets if you want to put a TV up there. I've snapped in the insulated thermal blackout curtain, so it goes up super easy, just snaps right into place. It's going to help keep your coach warmer in the winter and cooler in the summer, so you can just block out the whole front cab. Then if you need to get to the front cab, you've got an easy access through the zipper there. All right, so we're here at the captain's chair. Lots to talk about here. First of all, let's talk about what's on the door here. So we've got our window up and down controls here. I've got my lock, my unlock and lock, and then I've got little compartments there where I can hold items. On my chair, I've got the dial here that will raise and lower the seat as needed. And then I can lift that seat. This does the front of the seat, and then this does the whole seat where I can jack it up or drop it down. I've got a dial here for my backrest, back or forward, until I get everything just right. I can move my seat forward or back, just lifting this lever, up and back. Also, right underneath the seat, you see this yellow lever here. When I get ready to rotate the chair around so that I can use it in my coach, that is the lever that I pull so I can rotate. All right, so let's go up here. We've got the controls for our exterior mirrors, left and right, and then center, we won't touch them. We've got our running lights, our headlights, and our auto. And then this is for the dash control for the brightness or dimness of our dash. So we can push it up or take it back down. Then we've got a cup holder, which is nice, really easy to get to. And then up here, we've got our USB charging port and our 12-volt receptacle. And we've got a little storage cubby here if we need to put anything in there. All right, so this is where you could put like your Nalgene bottle or your Hydro Flask or your Yeti. It's a little bit bigger, so it's nice that you have that option. We've got our battery boost button here. That's a super important button. If you come back and you're can't get your engine started, what you want to try to do is tie your house batteries and your chassis batteries together so that you can get this started. So you'll just push this, turn the ignition, and it should start for you. All right, so here on the front of the steering column, we've got our cruise control, so we can turn that on right here. We can set it and resume, and then plus and minus. This is our limb. So this is our speed limit control. If you want to push this so that you'll only go 20 miles per hour, you push that in, and then it basically keeps you at 20 miles per hour unless you put your accelerator all the way down to the floor and lift up. You can also cancel your cruise control here, and this is the following distance for your adaptive cruise control. Here is the volume control for the radio, so you can turn it down or turn it up or just mute it all together. Then we've got our horn, woo, nice and loud. All right, so here we can go through information on our front dash. We can scroll through it up or down or go back. And then we've got our Bluetooth control, so we can answer a call and hang up a call from our steering column. Paddles on our steering column, we've got our turn signal, obviously. We've got our brights, and then we've got our little lane departure system. We can turn that on or off from here. And then over here, we've got our windshield wiper controls, and we can turn those up and down. We can set the intervals on that, and then if I push in, we will get the windshield wiper fluid. At the bottom of the steering column, I've got the lever here so that I can adjust the steering column tilt up or down until it's comfortable for me, and then lock it into place. So here on the steering column, you can scroll through the information on your dash. Driver assist, navigation, Sirius XM radio, phone, settings. You can go back. This will give you your trip information, trip 1, trip 2, reset individual values, configure view, and then so you can do all that right here, and then you've got your Bluetooth controls. So you can make a call from your steering column, answer a phone call, and hang up a phone call. Then if we jump over here to our mode button, this is going to let us pick which mode we're in. Are we in normal mode, eco mode, which is going to save fuel but be less power, slippery, mud or ruts, or tow haul mode. And this button here is our auto traction control that we can turn on or off. I'm going to go over the digital infotainment center. So I'm just going to go to audio, and we've got our radio information here, and we can seek different stations here, go forward. We can turn the screen off from right there too, if we want to. We can Bluetooth our phone in here, we can add a phone. So we go to our nav system, we can input our address here, watch it right here on the map, makes it really nice. We can also plug in Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Go to our apps, connect a device, find mobile apps, Sirius XM, settings, so your clock, Bluetooth phone, and you can just scroll through the different options here. So very user friendly. Then we've got our volume control, tune, quick button for settings, turn the screen off, or we can seek our radio stations, play. Then we've got our AC and heat controls here, our hazards. This is where we can USB in for our Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, our 12-volt receptacle, spot for your cell phone, and then this is our integrated trailer brake. So if you're towing something and you need to stop quickly, you can manually do that here, but basically you can adjust the intensity of the brake up or down from here. And then we've got our transmission control for park, reverse, neutral, drive, and manual. All right, so here in the co-captain's chair, it's identical to the captain's chair as far as the functions of the dials here. Raising, lower the seats, and my backrest. Also, I've got the same yellow lever that will help me turn the chair around when I want it to be part of the coach. The one thing that I love about the Transit, it feels like I'm in a Sprinter chassis. It's really nice and feels updated. The Transit is the most popular cargo van in the United States. Since the Ford Transit is so popular and there's Ford dealerships all across the country, it's very easy to get service on this. All right, so here at the dash we have our glove compartment. We have our nice big extra large compartment for our drinks, for our hydro flask, whatever. Another drink holder, miscellaneous holders in there. I'll find something to go in all those spots. And then right to the right of me and just to the left of the driver, you'll see a little black dot. That's your blind spot monitor indicator. So if there's something in your blind spot, that light will come on. Thank you so much for joining me today to go through the all-new 2022 Winnebago Ekko. So I'm sure you're wondering how much this gorgeous coach would cost you. Well, base MSRP is $163,662. If you want to find out what I can sell you this coach for, give me a call at 469-277-1330. Or you can visit our website, NIRVC.com, and see all the coaches that we have to offer in all of our different locations across the country. Now remember, with our volume and economies of scale, RVs simply cost less at National Indoor RV Centers. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe. Also, make sure you go and check out my Winnebago factory tour video. I think you'll find it really educational and enjoyable. Also, you'll want to see our exclusive product that we're carrying, Propane. Check out that video. And last but not least, if you want to know a whole bunch of stuff about RVing, check out my RVing 101 series. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I appreciate you. Have a great day.